Well, in my earlier years and my younger years, I had a very serious problem called sciatic nerve problems, and I suffered a lot with that there. And then my brother-in-law, in the 70s, he told me he's got this product there that you put in your shoe, and he says that probably help a lot of things for you. And I says, okay. So he sent me out it, and so I didn't even know what an orthotic meant at that time. So I put that in my shoe, and about 3 or 4 days later, I've been pain-free, and that's been ever since that day in the late 70s. So that's what got me thinking that I've been to so many high-priced medical professions, and they were always kind of treating the symptom and never the cause. And when I realized that something as simple as a device that you can put in your shoes and can do so much for you, I figured I better look into this. So that's when I hit the books and started doing a lot of research, and I have never looked back. Number one, I would have to say, is lower back. There's a lot of people out there suffering a lot with lower back problems, also feet. And the way it creates kind of a chain reaction. If your feet aren't comfortable, your computer, which is your brain, tells you to do one thing, is look for the comfort zone. So you might start walking one way or another, or leaning this way, leaning backwards or something. It's only good for a short while, then something else is going to get sore. Then your computer tells you again, the brain, change your stance, change the way you walk, looking for the comfort zone again. So it all kind of starts at the feet. If the feet are happy, you'll be amazed at how much better the rest of the body's going to feel. And that's the way I'm still a firm believer in that. Anywhere from 6 to 106. And from what I've been reading and the seminars that I've been going to, is that they're saying that most of the problems the people are born with, and especially with flat feet, high arches, or foot-related problems, they usually don't grow out of them. They usually grow deeper into them. So my belief is that the earlier you can get started, chances are you're going to stay away from a lot of problems later on in life. A good example is I've seen over the close to 40 years I've been doing this, is everybody I see that's come in with a knee replacement or a hip replacement, their feet are unbalanced. The arches are totally different. So that means an average person takes an average of 10,000 steps a day, or something a lot more, something a lot less. But you realize how many steps a person takes in a lifetime, and if that alignment is out, something has to wear out. The body can only rejuvenate itself so many times before something is going to be unrepairable. And then there you become the bionic man, a metal knee, metal hip, whatever. Well, what I've liked, that's an excellent question, and a lot of people ask me that, is the system that I use, I kind of helped put together there a long time ago, is anybody can make an orthotic, but it's to make the orthotic work for the individual. That's the difference, is we not only sell the orthotic, but we manufacture it, and we offer one thing that nobody else in North America does that I know of, is offers a true lifetime warranty on product and service. The device that I use can be modified, adjusted, built up, taken down many, many times before we have to discard it. And that is one thing that the people like. And another thing is, if you have a problem, or my client has a problem with the orthotic not feeling right, they're always dealing with me, or somebody that I've trained up that's going to operate as I do. And they can do the adjustment, the modification, what is needed on the spot right now, probably within 10 minutes or so, and you're gone. And you will notice the adjustment, what it's doing for you before you leave. It's a one-on-one, and there's nobody cares more about the patient than I do, because I've been through the pain part of it, and I've seen a lot of people that are through pain, And it's to get them the relief it's an amazing feeling. And I guess you could call it a foot fetish or whatever you want to call it, but I am definitely, that's the foundation of your body, and if that's out of alignment, not of balance, the rest of the body's going to follow. Is the handshakes, the nice letters, and the hugs sometimes you get there from taking their pain away and telling me that that people tell you that you've really changed my life. That makes any bad day excellent again. Okay, what we do, since I got into the orthotic business, I felt that it was up to me to keep looking for different devices, different things to improve the quality of people's lives. I've gone into lift and recline chairs for the seniors. And that's something as we get older, sometimes we have a problem getting out of a chair. So we got a nice lift chair for them. And also, the reason why they can't get out of the chair, maybe in their earlier days, was probably because of the way their feet and the way they were walking. So it's all linked together. So we just got to make sure that everybody, as we do get older, we want to have good quality of our lives later on in life. And I will do everything and anything I can get. I've got tons of things sitting at home there that I've tried and experimented with. Some work, some don't. I just, and that's how I use myself as the guinea pig. Well, the first thing I would do is if you're skeptical about what I'm doing there, is the next person you go to is, number one, you want to ask them, who makes your orthotic? If they don't say, I do, then it's a good possibility you're going to end up with a mail order orthotic. They're going to take a cast and a mold of your foot or a 3D printer, scan it, and send it via email or whatever way. And the lab in some other part of the world is going to make your orthotic. This sounds okay, but what happens if that doesn't fit? So then the person that sold you the orthotic, you go back to him and say, well, Doc, the orthotic's not fitting right, it's not feeling right. What can he do for you? If he didn't make it, how can he modify it or adjust it? This is why the first thing I tell everybody is make sure you ask the person who's selling you the orthotic, who makes it. If he makes it, great, then he knows how to make the adjustments and the modifications as needed. And if he says, I mail order, that's why I don't like that. Is because you never can speak to the guy that made you the orthotic and explain to him what's going on. You can explain it to the guy that sold it to you, but by the time he writes down the notes and all that stuff, and by the time it gets down to the guy that made it, are you on the same page? His 1 degree might not be the same as your 1 degree. And then you have to wait for a week to go there, a week to come back, and you're out of an orthotic in that, at least 2 weeks tied up. Here, 10 minutes, you're in and you're out, and you will notice the relief and the comfort right away. Yes, it is a true lifetime warranty. I've had people come in here 20 years later, come back and say, oh, you're still in business. Well, yeah, I still am, and I'd like to be there for another 30, 40 years, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But there, people come back in 20, 25 years, their whole worn right through them, they get a new orthotic. You will never find anybody that says that I've reneged on a lifetime warranty on my part. Never. I'm Lance Collins, the owner of CBC Foot Products, and I hope to see you guys all real soon.